The return of the Gypsy King. Hello, fight fans. This is Coach Nathan of NS Champ 7 Part Boxing Series at NSChamp7.com. And that's my analysis of the heavyweight trilogy showdown match between two-time world champion and lineal world heavyweight champion Tyson the Gypsy King Fury, who was 33 wins, 0 defeats with 1 draw with 24 knockouts, as he stopped the veteran warhorse himself, Derek Chisora, who was 33 wins, 13 defeats with 23 knockouts. Now, the last time we saw Fury was when he scored a 6-round TKO after landing a picture-perfect right uppercut on Dillian White back in April. Now, at that time, there was talk of a match against UFC heavyweight champ Francis Ngannou, who probably wouldn't have lasted 3 rounds. And if anybody disputes that assessment, just compare their physical statistics, skill set, and not to mention their ring experience. This fight versus Chisora turned out to be good for boxing and good for Tyson as well. Now, there's a lot of critics that said it's not good for boxing because they would say Chisora's past his prime, and we all know who the winner was going to be. But it's still good for boxing because, unlike a lot of major fights that was talked about didn't come to pass, this one did. And so it gave us as boxing fans a chance to see a dominant performance from a dominant champion who loves to fight. And also was good for Tyson as well because it keeps the ring rust off, sharpens him for the next opponent, and it keeps him from becoming bored or complacent. And hey, folks, don't ever believe an opponent who has a 6 to 7 inch height advantage, an 11-inch reach advantage, and who says they're going to stay in the pocket and trade punches with you in the first round, as Tyson said at the weigh-in to Derek Chisora. Fury began to outclass Chisora, I would say, from the second round on. Some would say the first. And he did so with hard combinations to the head and body. Fury throughout the match did a masterful job of using his 11-inch reach advantage, his movement, feints, and his jab, which was used not only to stick Derek, but also to measure him for those hard combinations, particularly the right hand and the uppercuts. Tyson also has a strategical way of wearing out his opponents by leaning on them throughout the fight, making excellent use of his 6'9", 265-pound frame. Chisora did his best to land his hard shots, but they were wide punches, telegraph punches. And in the end, he reminded me of past Warriors Ernie Shavers when he was stopped against Larry Holmes back in the day, and Joe Frazier when he was stopped in the Thriller in Manila against Muhammad Ali. These are guys who had more courage than skills, and Chisora took a beating throughout the fight. This also shows why boxing needs competent corners and referees. In this case, Victor Laughlin, who made the right decision to stop the fight at the 10:51 mark of the 10th round. I hope this was a good cash-out fight also for Derek, who definitely will be risking his future mental health if he ever steps in the boxing ring to fight again. Afterward, the predictable confrontation and trash talk happened between Alexander Usyk, who was there at ringside, when he came face-to-face with Tyson Fury in the ring afterward. And Tyson, I believe his biggest obstacle, other than the fight being made, will be to solve the never-ending herky-jerky, bobbing and weaving fighting style Usyk used in his last 2 wins over Anthony Joshua, which I believe Tyson's skill set, and along with the coaching wisdom of Sugar Hill and Pops, John Fury, I believe that's enough to get the job done. So, that's my take on the event, folks. But don't forget, for elite boxing instruction, elite boxing analysis, and elite boxing philosophy, check me out, click that like button, and subscribe to NS Champ 7 Part Boxing Series at NSChamp7.com. And as always, I will see you the next main event.